I actually had to sit down 3 times to film this video, and somehow my microphone would not work, and then I tried using my earphones and that didn't work as well. It made everything like digitally stutter. So I'm using the built-in microphone on my camera, and hopefully you can hear me well. If not, I'm really sorry. I'm probably gonna get a new microphone soon. Hi, hello. So welcome back to my channel, and today I am filming this video because I just finished Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I have thoughts, major thoughts, and major feelings. Yeah? So, let's discuss this book. I finished it like 2 hours ago, and it took me a while. If I sound really throaty, it's because I am recovering from COVID. Don't worry, I'm isolating. I haven't been outside for 6 days now. I'm still testing positive. And I have been suffering from a really sore throat and fits of coughing. But anyway, it's fine. I feel a bit more better. No fever anymore, so I'm happy about that. But it took me a while to get through this book just because I was too poorly for a good few days. That I didn't have the energy to actually pick this up. But I did it, finished it, and boy did I feel a lot of emotions. So we start off with, I have my notes on my computer actually, so let me just pop that up. So Once Upon a Broken Heart, we start with Evangeline, and Evangeline is such a relatable character for me. She goes to the Prince of Hearts, his name's Jax, because she comes to him seeking help for her broken heart. Basically, the person that she loves, her first love, Luke, suddenly is gonna marry her stepsister, Marisol. And she just wants Jack to kind of help stop that from happening, because she thinks that Luke doesn't love Marisol. She's probably under a spell or something, or a curse, and that she wants him to come back to her, or just to stop the wedding in general. And well, she makes this deal with Jack, and Jack kind of, for payment, she has to kiss 3 people, and we'll figure out who all those people are throughout the book. She then backpedals on her decision, and she tries to fix it, and then finds her happily ever after through that. Anyway, so how I felt for this book is, when you read it, it's like a fairy tale. Like, somehow the book feels familiar when you read it, but this is the first time I'm actually reading any Stephanie Garber books. To be honest, I haven't really read the Caraval books, and oh, by the way, people told me to read the Caraval series first before reading this book, but then again, I really didn't have time, and look at this book, it's gorgeous. So I really wanted to read this book first, and then, you know, like, I guess I missed out on a bit of, like, world building, and maybe, like, some character building with people who are already established in the books, but to be honest, like, that's the beauty of getting to know them in this book, though. Like, they say that Jax is a much more well-built character if I've read the whole Caraval series. But you know what? My perception of Jax here is probably nice as well. And then if I do get to read the Caraval series, I'll just fall in love with him more. Who wouldn't? But anyway. So one thing about this book as well is that the concept of love for our main character, Evangeline, is so pure that all she wants is for someone to truly love her back, and that is like the cutest thing I've ever heard, like I've ever read. It's so pure, it's so innocent, and it's so honest, and Evangeline's just honestly a pure romantic. That's why I love this character. Another thing I like about this book is the setting. So, of course, I believe the original setting where initially everything takes place, like the first few chapters, it's not quite detailed, But then, like, maybe that's because people already read the Caraval series and they're more like, there, it's probably more, you know, described. Well, one part here in this book is that they go to the north, and that is much more of like a whimsical, like, you know, when you read, like when I read Howl's Moving Castle and how they describe market shipping, it felt like that when I was reading that part of the book, and it's just, it's a really well written book based on that for me. So anyway, like, for me, I give it a 4.5 stars. Hard 4.5 stars. It's really good. And I would highly recommend to read this. I haven't read the Caraval series again, but I still enjoyed it 100%. So, yeah, I just can't get enough of this, and I can't wait for the next edition, for the next release of the second book. But, yeah, warning, this does end with a cliffhanger. So, I don't know if you want to read a book that ends with a cliffhanger, but again, the second book does come out September this year, so yeah, excited for that. Time for the spoilers. So if you want to read this book without, you know, getting spoiled, I would stop the video now, but I am going to talk about the spoilers and how I feel. This book hurt me in ways just today. And it was about the first character well, not the first character, the first love interest of Evangeline was Luke. So Luke, he initially, we don't really see any interactions with her and Evangeline throughout the book, because he is, when we start with the book, Evangeline's already in front of the Church of the Prince of Hearts. So all we know is that Luke is this guy that Evangeline is in love with, and that Evangeline, in her thoughts, say that Luke loves her back, and we don't really have evidence of that because, based on our eyes, Luke obviously has feelings for Marisol because he's gonna get married to Marisol. But then, like, at like a chapter in this book, like later on, almost at the end, where we meet Chaos, one of the Fates. Luke is there, and the reason why he's there is he's trying to find a way to heal himself because he got mauled by a pack of wolves somehow. Um, the interaction between Luke and Evangeline was so tender, and it so. I was watching like book talks on YouTube, and one of them used Adele's "Love in the Dark" audio, and I was listening to that while I was reading it, and that part came up, and oh, when the chorus came in, and then when Luke said sorry, I wasn't ready. I was sobbing, like it was playing out in my head like a movie, and it was amazing, and my heart just fell for Evangeline, for this what if that she had in the back of her mind, despite all the things that she's already been through that time. And it broke me. But anyway, whew. Next, what I one thing I love about this book as well is I did not expect there to be vampires, and somehow my preteen me, little 13-year-old Max, who was binge reading Twilight, or watching like I don't know, Twilight the movie or New Moon the movie, I don't know, like it just started screaming, and I thought that that person is already, you know, matured, but no. Somehow I still enjoy the vampire YA here and there, now and then. But yeah, that was adventurous. And also, I love how Jax was just trying to hold everything in when he was bitten by Luke. I swear, it was just, oh, everything. You know what? Anyway, those are those are the big emotional bits that got me in this book. There are still a lot of plot twists in this book that are quite shocking. But I won't tell all of them because then I'll be narrating the book, the whole book, and this video will be too long. Anyway, that is my thoughts and review of this book. It's amazing. Again, 4.5 stars. I can't wait for the next book to be released. And yeah, if you're interested in like just romance, pure romance, not even like there's no smut in this, it's just any age group can read this. It's just the wanting of being loved back, and I think that's just, it speaks to everyone. But yeah, if you're interested in that, if you're interested in fairy tales, it's this book I highly recommend. And yeah, that is my review of Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I hope you enjoy it, and see you next time. Bye.